Help us now to serve it with selflessness and courage. Strengthen us to preserve in the soldierly virtues of St. George, our patron. Guide us always in the discharge of our duties. Show us the way of true peace, and grant us the wisdom to pursue it. Watch over us, Father, as we face the trials that await us. This we pray in your name.
Amen.
Amen. You are all-powerful, God, and live forever in light and joy. Look with pity and love, we beg you, on those men and women who bravely fought and gallantly died for their country. By laying down their lives, they showed supreme love for others. Accept, we ask you, their sacrifice and their belief in the justice of the cause they died for. Let their offering not be in vain. Please forgive any sins and faults they may have committed. Speedily, we implore you, bring them into your presence, where fear, sadness, mourning, and death cannot exist. Have pity in your loving kindness on those they left behind in your own unsearchable ways. Make good for their absence and lavishly bestow your love and consolations on those deprived of their presence. This we ask in the name of Christ, our Victor, King. Amen.
Amen.
I just had a little story from the prayer at the 5th Marine Division Cemetery at Iwo Jima. This was the dedication for the cemetery on March 26, 1945, written by the Roland Gittelson, the chaplain of the U.S. Navy. This is perhaps the grimmest and surely the holiest task we have faced since D-Day. Here before us lie the bodies of comrades and friends, men who until yesterday or last week laughed with us, joked with us, trained with us, men who were on the same ships with us and went over the side with us as we prepared to hit the beaches of this island, men who fought with us and feared with us. Somewhere in this plot of ground there may lie the man who could have discovered the cure for cancer. Under one of these Christian crosses, or beneath a Jewish Star of David, there may rest now a man who was destined to be a great prophet, to find the way, perhaps for all to live in plenty, with poverty and hardship for none. Now they lie here silently in this sacred soil, and we gather to consecrate this earth in their memory. It is not easy to do so. Some of us have buried our closest friends here. We saw those men killed before our very eyes. Any one of us might have died in their places. Indeed, some of us are alive and breathing at this very moment only because men who lie here beneath us had the courage and strength to give their life for ours. To speak in memory of such men as these is not easy. Of them, too, can it be said with utter truth. The world will little note or nor long remember what we say here, and can never forget what they did here. No, our poor power of speech can add nothing to what these men and the other dead of our division who are not here have already done. All that we can even hope to do is to follow their example, to show the same selfless courage and peace that they did in war, to swear that by the grace of God and the stubborn strength and power of human will, their sons and ours shall never suffer these pains again. These men have done their job well. They have paid the ghastly price of freedom. If that freedom be once lost, again lost, as it was after the last war, the unforgivable blame will be ours, not theirs. So it is we, the living, who are here to be dedicated and consecrated. We dedicate ourselves first to live together in peace, the way they fought and are buried here in war. Here lie men who loved America because their ancestors, generations ago, helped in her founding. and other men who loved her with equal passion, because they themselves or their own fathers escaped from oppression to her blessed shores. Here lie officers and enlisted men, Negroes and whites, rich men and poor, together. Here are Protestants, Catholics, and Jews, together. Here no man prefers another because of his faith or despises him because of his color. Here there are no quotas of how many from each group are admitted or allowed. Among these men there is no discrimination, no prejudice, no hatred. Theirs is the highest and purest democracy. Any man among us, the living, who fails to understand that they will thereby betray those who lie here dead, whoever of us lifts his hand in hate against a brother, or thinks himself superior to those who happen to be in the minority, makes of this ceremony and of the bloody sacrifice it commemorates an empty, hollow mockery. To this, then, as our solemn sacred duty, do we, the living, now dedicate ourselves to the right of Protestants, Catholics, and Jews, of white men and Negroes alike, to enjoy the democracy for which all of them have here paid the price. But to one thing more do we consecrate ourselves in memory of those who sleep beneath these crosses and stars. We shall not